Good morning, Gemini. Dadhichi here from astrology.com.au. A little late, but better late than never, I say. As you can see, I've been traveling around again. I'm here in Manila, in the Philippines, and the quietest place, although it is still a little bit noisy, as you could hear from the traffic, is my rooftop. I needed to get away from everyone and everything just to focus a little on what's happening with you. I'll make it brief. You can get the more detailed analysis at my website. But the 10th zone of your horoscope right now is chock full of planets. There's what I would call a celestial traffic jam, but not for long. There's 5 planets there: Venus, Neptune, the Sun, Mercury, and powerful fiery Mars, indicating that this time of the year, because of the Sun's position, is a very good time for you to really push forward and to achieve something of significance in your professional life. The issue we've mentioned, and I've said recently over the last few readings, is if you've got the continuing presence of Neptune, the idealistic planet, which can sometimes throw a whole lot of confusion on things, sitting in that area. As well as that, your ruling planet, Mercury, is retrograde this month. So you're really indecisive. You're somewhat indecisive at the best of times with this flip-flopping. That's the dual nature of Mercury. But this could become a little worse when you see the retrogression. It shows that you're going back over old ground, backtracking on a decision that you've made. And on top of that, we see the retrograde motion of Saturn as well, which is your luck planet, planet of shared resources, doing its backward motion, its reverse dance in your 6th house of workplace practices. So this is significant, but only up until the 12th. Then we see Mars, the planet that relates to your fulfillment in life, your desires, also your friendships and social affairs, moving into that zone, which is a very, very powerful transit. It moves to what we call its domicile, its home base. So that's going to activate and fulfill some of the desires that you've had in this specific area. That's followed very closely on the 20th by the ingress of the Sun into Aries. That's what we call the Aries ingress. The Sun moves to the same position. That's exalted. So some very significant developments there for you, especially through your network of friends and associates. Someone can come forward. This could be a powerful individual within your group, someone you work with, who can actually make things happen for you just now. And that's going to bring a really sweet sort of energy with it when Venus also follows suit and moves into this same sector. So the shift is from this traffic jam in your career sector. It's like traffic jam here, then you turn the corner, there's another traffic jam. Well, this is a good traffic jam. 11th house, even the 10th house is a good traffic jam. You just need to know what to do with all this energy. That will be possible when these 3 planets move into your house of fulfillment, friendships, and social connections at that time. So this is an excellent transit. Nothing too bad with these planets, except for the fact that your ruling planet and Saturn are retrograde, so you've got to be a little bit patient with how they play out. And in the latter part of the month, some of the transits of the moon, there are some good transits. One in particular that's a little bit problematic, and that's the lunar square to the Sun on the 26th, and the movement into the 5th house. Some love affairs, issues associated to do with romance and that sort of thing could sort of bother you a little bit. But fortunately, these lunar transits are quick moving, so they normally indicate the day-to-day activities that are going on. Wouldn't worry too much about it. Things should resolve with the moon's transit into the 7th house on the very last day of the month. 7th house being marriage, important business partnerships, and the world at large. So that's a good note to finish up with this month. Now, you're probably wondering, is there any more? Of course there is. This is just skimming the surface for you, Gemini. Please join me at my website, astrology.com.au. There you've got the daily hit, which 40, 50,000 people a day now are coming to get. The monthly overviews, which I think will give you a bit more insight into what I've just said. We've even got the yearly overviews, and for those of you who want a more personal reading, our range of psychics there, live psychics, including myself. If you want a more personal update on what's going on, I do look forward to your company there. And again, here next month. Take care.